Today, we're going to talk about one of the most powerful tools out there for our mental well-being. And you know what? It's simpler than you probably think. We're talking about gratitude and how it can literally, physically change your brain.
You know, it's a feeling a lot of us can relate to, right? As we get older, it can sometimes feel like the weight of stress and worry just gets heavier. The little things might linger a bit longer, the big things feel more intense. But what if there was a simple way to help lighten that load? Well, there is, and it's all about gratitude. And listen, I don't just mean saying please and thank you. I'm talking about gratitude as a real, practical tool, something that can genuinely reshape your emotional world and build up your strength from the inside out.
Okay, so let's dig into what we really mean by the power of gratitude, because it is so much more than just being polite. It's a whole mental process. The key word here is habit. Think of it like this. Gratitude is a conscious choice you make to scan your life, not for what's missing or what's wrong, but for what's right. It's about noticing the good that's already there, even the really small stuff. It's almost like changing the channel in your brain. You know how you can get stuck on a channel that's just playing a constant loop of fear and worry? Well, gratitude is what lets you gently pick up the remote and switch over to a different station. One that focuses on what's working, what feels safe, and what's stable in your life. And here's where it gets really fascinating. This shift in focus isn't just some nice, fuzzy feeling. It creates real, actual, measurable changes inside your brain. So let's get into the science of what's happening up there when you feel grateful.
So, when you feel a sense of gratitude, you're basically flipping a switch and lighting up your prefrontal cortex. Think of this as the CEO or the command center of your brain. It's in charge of complex thoughts, making decisions, and, this is a big one, keeping your emotions in check. So a more active prefrontal cortex means better emotional balance and, hey, even clearer thinking. Okay, now let's talk chemicals. It's kind of like a showdown in your brain. When you feel gratitude, your brain releases dopamine and serotonin. These are your natural feel-good chemicals, right? They boost your mood, help you sleep better. But when you're stressed, your brain gets flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, which just dials up anxiety. It's a really clear choice between two totally different chemical cocktails inside your own head.
And this becomes really, really important as we get older. Why? Because as we age, our brains naturally start to produce a little less of those feel-good chemicals, dopamine and serotonin. So actively practicing gratitude isn't just a nice little boost, it becomes a super important way to give your brain what it needs to maintain a positive mood and even get better sleep.
But wait, it gets even better. We're not just talking about temporary chemical changes here. When you practice gratitude over time, you can actually change the physical structure of your brain for the better. We're talking about building real, long-term mental strength. So think about your brain like a forest. The thoughts you have most often are like paths that you walk down again and again. At first, it's just a small trail, but the more you use it, the wider and clearer it becomes. By repeatedly focusing on gratitude, you're literally carving out and strengthening these positive pathways, making it way easier and more automatic for your brain to think positively in the future. I mean, this quote just nails it, doesn't it? It's the perfect way to think about it. Just like going for a walk strengthens your body, this mental exercise of finding things to be grateful for strengthens your brain's ability to be positive and resilient. It's a workout for your mind, and it builds a stronger, more balanced way of handling whatever life throws at you. Okay, so this all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do it? The best part is you don't have to overhaul your entire life. Building this mental muscle can start with just a few super simple daily habits. Seriously, look how easy these are. Keeping a little journal by your bed, just writing down a few good things before you sleep, literally trains your brain to find more good things. Or what about repeating one positive thought in the morning? That sets the whole tone for your day. Telling someone you appreciate them, that's a double win. It's good for you and for them. And just pausing to notice the feeling of a warm cup of tea or the fresh air, that pulls you right into the present moment. Okay, so let's be real for a second. Practicing gratitude isn't a magic wand. It's not going to make every problem in your life just vanish into thin air. Life is still going to have its challenges. But what it does do is change how you face those challenges. It builds this kind of inner foundation of strength. It helps you stay centered and calm when things get chaotic. It's like giving yourself the tools you need to navigate all those inevitable ups and downs with a little more grace. And that really is the bottom line, isn't it? This whole thing isn't just about a temporary mood boost. It's about actively taking care of the long-term health of your brain.
A grateful brain is, quite simply, a healthier and more resilient brain. So let's try it right now before we finish up. Just take a quick second. What's one small, simple comfort you can notice right this very instant? Maybe it's the chair you're sitting in or the quiet in the room. Whatever it is, just take a moment to really notice it. Because, you know what? That's it. That's the whole practice right there, and that's where it all begins.
You know that feeling, right? You finally lie down, ready for some rest, and suddenly, your mind decides it's time to run a marathon. It is so frustrating, but it's also incredibly common. So let's get into why that happens and, more importantly, walk through some really simple but powerful habits to help you calm that racing mind and finally get some peace at night. Isn't it just the biggest paradox? The whole day is over, the house is finally quiet, and that's when your brain decides to turn up the volume. If you're nodding along right now, I promise you, you're in good company. All it really means is that your brain is having a tough time finding its off switch. So let's give this thing a name, shall we? We'll call it the nightly brain buzz. You know what I'm talking about? That endless loop of thoughts, worries, and little replays of the day that just keep you from the rest you really, really need. It's a very real thing, and just understanding why it happens is the first step to finally getting it under control. And look, this isn't just you. For so many people, the night is genuinely the hardest part of the day. All the usual distractions are gone, no work, no chores, nothing, and suddenly you're just alone with your thoughts, thinking about family, health, or that one thing you forgot to do. If that's you, please know you are so far from alone in feeling this way. Okay, so what is actually going on in there? Why does our brain choose the exact moment we want to sleep to suddenly kick into overdrive? Well, the answer is pretty fascinating, and it all comes down to how that off switch in our brain works, or doesn't work. So here's the heart of it. Think of your brain's ability to shut down for the night as a process. And as we get older, that process can just become a little less efficient. It's not a flaw, it's not something wrong with you, it's just a natural part of aging. That off switch isn't quite as quick and sharp as it used to be. And the result of that slower shutdown? Well, it means the thoughts and events from your day tend to hang around a lot longer. Your brain is still working, still trying to process memories and information, which is exactly why you might find yourself wide awake at midnight, replaying a conversation or stressing over tomorrow's to-do list. All right, so we get the why. Now let's get to the good stuff, the how. How can we actually help our brain find that elusive off switch? The very first tool in our toolbox, and maybe the most effective, is building a simple, calming ritual before you even get into bed. You know, our brains absolutely love routines. They create these powerful signals. So by doing the same few calming things every single night, you're basically training your nervous system. You're creating this automatic response that tells your entire body, hey, the day's over, it's safe to power down now. And this does not have to be complicated at all. I mean, look at these simple steps. Dimming the lights, that tells your brain to start making melatonin, the sleep hormone. Lowering the noise just reduces stimulation. A warm cup of non-caffeinated tea is just physically soothing. And making a point to avoid the news or stressful talks right before bed, that's just protecting your peace. Even a simple, gentle stretch for a minute or two can release so much physical tension you didn't even know you were holding on to. Okay, our next tool is incredibly powerful. It's totally free, and you literally have it with you at all times. It's your own breath. And when you use it intentionally, wow, it can have an almost immediate effect on your state of mind. So here's the science, and it's super simple. There's a direct connection here. When you consciously slow down your breathing, you're sending a direct message to your heart to slow down too. And as your heart rate starts to drop, your brain gets this powerful signal that says, there's no danger, everything is safe, it's okay to relax and rest now. Let's just try one right now. Go ahead and inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Now just hold it gently for 2. And then exhale slowly, really slowly through your mouth for a count of 6. See that? The key is making that exhale longer than the inhale. Just doing that 3 to 5 times can immediately start to melt away the tension in your body. It's amazing. So we've handled the environment, we've helped the body relax. Our final technique is all about the mind itself. It's about consciously decluttering your thoughts before you even try to fall asleep. I want you to think of your brain like a computer that has all these open files or browser tabs from your day. If you don't go in and intentionally close them, it's just going to keep trying to process them all night long. Taking just a few moments to write things down or even to just mentally walk through your day gives your brain the chance to acknowledge those thoughts and consciously close the files. This is such a powerful question to ask yourself. What can I set down for tonight? It's like you're giving yourself permission to rest. You're not saying the worries don't exist, you're just making a conscious decision to put them aside for the night, trusting that you can pick them up again in the morning when you're rested and way more equipped to handle them. And the rewards for these simple little practices, they are huge. We're not just talking about falling asleep a little faster. We're talking about deeper, more restorative sleep. And that leads to having more energy the next day, waking up with a clearer mind, and just a real improvement in your overall emotional well-being. It all starts here. Now remember, you don't have to do everything all at once. Small, gentle changes can make a massive difference. So as you finish up your day today, just think about it. Which one of these habits could you try tonight? Maybe just a cup of tea, or a few of those slow breaths. Just one small step can be the start of so many more peaceful nights ahead.